Listen, if you are hearing this right now, I need you to take a breath, right? Because see, this message, it does not find everyone. So it finds those who have always, maybe you always felt like, baby, you was different. You always felt sensitive, right? You always felt awake, okay? Before you even had the language for it, okay? Listen, if you've carried weight that you couldn't explain, if life always felt heavier for you, okay, than for others, okay? Baby, this ain't by accident. It sure ain't. But see, what you are, let me tell you, you are an earth angel. And so this message is for you because, see, you came here with a frequency, okay? You didn't come here, baby, not an escape plan, no. But see, I'm going to tell y'all the truth about real earth angels. See, earth angels, they incarnate, and they do this, y'all, during periods of transition, okay? So the major transition, the last one was 2020, okay? So chaos, listen, it doesn't scare you. A lot of us, we went through a lot of chaos, right? But see what it did, it exhausted us. That's what it did. It made you exhausted, right? Because see, your soul, it remembers harmony. So listen, you may have even felt responsible when you was too young. You was too young to even be responsible, but you had to take on that task, right? And maybe you have even absorbed emotions that were not yours. Maybe you felt all of these different things that was going on around you. Maybe you being misunderstood, baby. Maybe you being overlooked, okay? Maybe let's just be honest, because earth angels are always drained with other people's energy, right? So listen, maybe you even question why your life always felt harder than necessary. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Listen, that's not weakness, though. That was sensitivity, okay, without protection. That's what it was. So listen, your delays were not failures, okay? They were containment. So some souls cannot be rushed into visibility, y'all. This is just the truth. Because see, your light, it would have been consumed before it was stable. Okay? So you were not hidden because you were not ready. No. You were hidden, baby, because you was valuable. Let's say that. Let me keep it real with you. This is why, baby, you was hidden. Okay? And you've been hidden for a long time. Okay, you've been hidden in plain sight, baby. Even when you was operating, okay, out in the open around people, God still he hid you. He hid who you was. He hid your identity from people, right? He kept you cloaked. All right, let's just say that. So listen, I need for you to say this softly, and I want you to say it silently with me. But I want you to release. I want to do an activation of release. I want you to release the belief that your softness was a flaw. You could go ahead and release that, baby. And listen, say, I anchor my light safely in my body and this earth. I accept my mission. Because go ahead and accept your mission, baby, as an earth angel. Okay, you got the mandate on your life. Listen, some of y'all thought y'all would, listen, I know you probably prayed to be a prophet or a prophetess, but baby, you an earth angel, okay? Let's just keep it real. So you need to go ahead and accept your mission, okay, without self-sacrifice. That's what you need to do. Because, see, listen, feel your nervous system settle. Settle it, okay? That's you remembering who you are, okay? That's the truth, all right? And so, listen, let me tell y'all something. That delay, it was not punishment. But, see, it was protection. So that you don't have to keep repeating pain, baby, that you already lived. You already lived a painful life, okay? Some lessons don't need to be repeated. They need to be released. This is the truth, okay? And so, listen, I'm telling y'all, past life karma, it always show up with past relationship wounds and unexplained fear and guilt and all of this stuff. And then you got to be always responsible for other people healing. You ain't got time. You got stuff to do. You ain't got time to be responsible for nobody else's healing and the work that they didn't put in to their own life. That ain't your responsibility no more. You ain't about to carry nobody else's weight, baby. No, we not showing up for that nonsense. Not in 2026. So guess what? I need for you to say this. I release all karmic contracts. Okay? All of them karmic contracts, baby, that was rooted in suffering. Okay? You need to learn how to choose wisdom, baby, without pain across all timelines. And you need to declare today, baby, that you free. Okay? You need to release this. Whatever it is that you've been carrying, and you need to feel this shift that's happening right here on this timeline, okay? So listen, let me tell y'all something else. You don't need no more signs. You don't need no more signs, and you don't need no permission either, baby. You don't need no permission to trust what you already feel. No, Cause see, this message it found you because see your soul was ready. Okay, you listen. You're ready because see, like I said, you outgrown, baby, all them old patterns. Listen, you stop betraying yourself for real, for real. That's what you really needed to learn how to do. You needed to learn how to, as a earth angel, stop betraying yourself, and you learn discernment, baby, through pain. That's what you did do. So guess what? Listen. I'm going to tell y'all what's real. I ain't going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to tell you what's the real, okay? And so what's real, let me say this, okay? Listen. Y'all, some of y'all need to have an earth angel activation. That's just the truth, y'all. Because, see, some of y'all, you've been taught that you was meant to suffer. No, you wasn't meant to suffer. No. You were never meant to prove your worth, baby. God didn't put you here to be trying to prove your worth and who you are to somebody. No. Because see, other earth angels, they'll recognize you. Yeah. They'll recognize who's in their presence, okay? Because you don't have time to be convincing people to listen about who you are. You don't have time for that. So listen. And also, let me tell you this, baby. If suffering has followed you, okay, it was not because you failed. No, it was because your compassion, okay? You was compassionate, okay? And see, your compassion was exploited. Let's just be real. People try to exploit that. They try to use that to their own advantage before you learn boundaries. Let me say that. So listen, you stay too long. You stay too long around some folks. Okay, you gave too much around these people. That's what you did do. And you hope pain, okay, would turn into understanding, but it never did. All right? So listen, but see, your soul didn't come here, baby, to bleed for love. You ain't finna do that no more. Nah, It came here to model safety. It came here to model the truth. And it also came here, baby, to model balance. Your awakening begins when you stop romanticizing survival. We ain't doing that. We ain't finna be sitting up here, time out for that. You, listen, if you stay too long, baby, it's time to go. If you gave too much, it's time to stop giving, okay? Listen, and if you hope pain would turn into understanding and it didn't, it's time for you to walk out. I'm just keeping it real. Because see, your compassion, I'm trying to tell some of y'all, listen, as an earth angel, I know your compassion was exploited before you learned boundaries, okay? And so now people acting like they brand new with your boundaries. They acting brand new because you don't want to deal with these folks no more. You ain't got nothing to say no more. So now they got they jaws is dropping. Yeah. Yeah, because see, they used to you overgiving. That's the problem. They try to exploit your compassion. And we're not doing that in 2026. So guess what? Let me tell y'all something. You need to learn how to revoke all vows that require pain to receive love. No, we ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that. You gotta choose harmony. Listen, please, without self-sacrifice. You ain't finna sacrifice yourself no more and be trying to be compassionate to people that want to try to exploit you. You ain't got time for that. No. You gotta know and understand that you are safe. You are safe, baby, to exist exactly how you are. Okay? You wasn't here. Listen, we're not doing that. You are not here to save the world by breaking yourself. It's over. That's done with. You are here to stabilize it by being whole. This is just the truth. And this is why earth angels, they feel lonely even around people. That's why. That's why. You may be surrounded and you still feel unseen. Not in 2026, baby.